Hello everyone, welcome back to the World Conflict Monitor channel. Please make sure to subscribe and stay with us as we uncover the most hidden layers of the world's most dangerous confrontations. The story today is about Ukraine's secret strategy to break Russia's grip. At its heart, this story is about survival, resistance, and the relentless struggle of a nation determined not to be crushed by overwhelming force. For years, Russia has tried to dominate Ukraine using sheer military power, political pressure, and control of resources. But beneath the smoke of the battlefield, Ukraine has been quietly crafting a plan that is less about brute strength and more about intelligence, resilience, and precision. This is not a story of tanks against tanks or planes against planes. It is the story of how a smaller nation can use innovation, alliances, and strategy to shift the balance of power. On the surface, Russia's grip looks unbreakable. Its army is vast, its weapons are advanced, and its propaganda machine is strong. But appearances can be deceiving. Ukraine has been working on a strategy that combines new technology, psychological warfare, economic resilience, and international support to create cracks in what once seemed like an unshakable hold. And these cracks are now widening. To explain this complex reality in a way that's easy to understand, imagine this struggle as if we are reviewing something built and designed for conflict, like a machine or even a vehicle. We will look at its exterior, its interior, how it performs, the safety features that protect it, the unique selling points that make it different, the price being paid, and finally, the conclusion of whether Ukraine's hidden strategy can truly succeed. When we examine the exterior, the first thing we notice is resilience under pressure. Ukraine presents to the world the image of a nation under siege but still standing tall. Cities battered by missiles light up again with electricity restored within days. Bridges destroyed are replaced with temporary crossings. Roads bombed are cleared overnight. This visible determination is part of the exterior design, a clear message to the world and to Russia that nothing will break the Ukrainian spirit. While Russia wants destruction to show dominance, Ukraine's exterior resilience signals endurance. It says, "We are still here, we are not broken." This outer layer is both physical and psychological, images of rebuilt neighborhoods, soldiers still holding the line, and flags waving proudly above damaged buildings. That is the visual language of resistance, a carefully designed exterior that strengthens international sympathy and weakens Russian morale. If we look inside the machine, the interior is where the real secret strategies lie. Ukraine has transformed its military structure not only by absorbing Western weapons, but also by adopting decentralized command systems. The interior is compact, efficient, and less visible, built around intelligence networks, resistance cells, and cyber defense units. Short, sharp, and effective. That is the heart of Ukraine's hidden war. These interior strategies make Russia's traditional strength less effective, because while Russia fights a war of numbers, Ukraine fights a war of information and timing. Precision strikes on supply depots, sudden drone swarms over airbases, and unexpected sabotage missions deep behind Russian lines are all parts of this interior design. Though small and not always seen on the outside, these interior adjustments make the system far more capable than its size suggests. When it comes to performance, Ukraine has shown an ability to adapt faster than anyone expected. Performance is measured not only on the battlefield, but in the way Ukraine keeps its economy alive, its people motivated, and its alliances strong. Russia expected Ukraine to collapse in weeks. Instead, Ukraine has pushed Russian forces back in key regions, reclaimed lost territory, and continues to deny Russia full control even after years of war. The performance is about endurance and precision. Where Russia wastes vast amounts of resources on blunt offensives, Ukraine saves strength for targeted strikes that create maximum disruption. This is high performance not through speed or size, but through agility and sharpness. Like a lightweight machine that outmaneuvers a heavier rival, Ukraine has outperformed expectations, making Russia appear clumsy and inefficient. No machine survives without safety features, and Ukraine has built a set of protections into its strategy that keep it alive against overwhelming odds. These safety features are its network of Western allies, the constant supply of weapons and training from NATO countries, the flow of humanitarian support, and the global political shield that prevents Russia from isolating Ukraine. Just as a car has airbags and reinforced frames to protect passengers, Ukraine's safety features include intelligence sharing from satellites, anti-missile defense systems that intercept Russian rockets, and underground infrastructure that keeps government command functioning even under attack. These features may not always be visible, but they ensure that Ukraine can survive repeated blows and come back fighting. Without these safeguards, the strategy would collapse. With them, Ukraine stays alive long enough for its secret strategies to work. The unique selling points of Ukraine's approach are what truly set it apart from other conflicts in history. First, the use of drones on an unprecedented scale, cheap, effective, and constantly evolving, turns the battlefield into a laboratory where innovation happens daily. Second, the willpower of the people. Unlike many wars where civilians lose faith, Ukraine's population has embraced the war effort, from producing homemade drones to sharing intelligence from occupied territories. Third, Ukraine's mastery of information warfare. While Russia floods the internet with propaganda, Ukraine tells a story that resonates globally, using social media, frontline videos, and stories of resilience to shape international opinion. These unique elements are why Ukraine's strategy stands out. It's not only about fighting, but about inspiring, not only about survival, but about shaping the narrative of freedom against oppression. Now we must ask, what is the price of this secret strategy? The price is high, unimaginably high. Thousands of lives lost, cities reduced to rubble, families displaced, generations scarred by trauma. Every successful counter-strike costs resources, every new weapon delivery comes with political conditions, and every day of resistance demands sacrifices from ordinary Ukrainians. The economic price is also enormous, with infrastructure destroyed and industries paralyzed. Ukraine pays in blood, in money, and in time, and yet, despite this staggering cost, the strategy continues. The reason is simple: the alternative price surrender to Russia's grip would be far greater, involving the loss of sovereignty, freedom, and national identity. For Ukraine, the price of resistance, though heavy, is the only price worth paying, and so we come to the conclusion. Ukraine's secret strategy to break Russia's grip is not about a single decisive battle or a sudden collapse of Russian power. It is about slowly, methodically, and relentlessly wearing down an enemy that thought itself invincible. By shaping its exterior of resilience, strengthening its interior systems of intelligence and innovation, maintaining performance under extreme stress, building safety features through alliances, highlighting unique selling points like drones and information warfare, and accepting the price of resistance, Ukraine has created a strategy that might just succeed. The question is not whether Russia can destroy cities, for it can. The question is whether Russia can ever truly destroy the will of a people who have built such a layered defense. Ukraine has shown that even the mightiest grip can weaken when confronted with persistence, creativity, and unity, and in that truth lies hope not just for Ukraine, but for every nation facing the shadow of domination. So as we look at this unfolding struggle, one thing becomes clear. Ukraine's strategy is not only a path to freedom, but also a blueprint for how smaller nations can resist larger aggressors in the future. The world is watching, history is recording, and the outcome will shape generations. And that is the full review of Ukraine's secret strategy to break Russia's grip. If you found this explanation valuable, don't forget to subscribe to World Conflict Monitor for more in-depth analysis and insights into the battles shaping our world today.